What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my Minnesota Wild rebuild here. In this season, hopefully we can actually get past the first round. I think that's probably going to be our goal. Instead of winning the Stanley Cup, because last episode did not go that way. If you haven't watched that, you should probably watch that before you watch this one. Anyways, starting off with our team ratings, a 97 offense, a 90 defense, and a 91 goaltending. This team should still be very good. I don't see why they wouldn't be. And for the lines this year, we have the captain, Kirill Kaprizov, Tage Thompson, and Matthew Boldy, Cole Eiserman with Nico Hischier and Jackson Jacobson, Daniel Yurov with Kuznetsov and Hemerson, Ryder Ritchie with Jack Drury and Riley Haight, then Zave Boyum with Brock Faber, Yerchek with Hurley, and Solberg with Brodin, with the GOAT, Jesper Wallstedt in net, with De Montclair backing him up. First thing we're going to do is simulate a few days to see if both Wallstedt and Ritchie sign those contract extensions that we gave them last episode. So first, we're just going to see if they do say yes. And Wallstedt says no, and Ritchie says yes. So I'm gonna. Should I? Probably. He's only gonna want even more. I'm gonna go back to Wallstedt to see if we can get a. Now he doesn't want an extension. Really wants the 2-year. Probably better we give him the 2-year. See if we can get that price down a bit. Okay. We actually might be able to get a very good deal here. 5.550 for 2 years would be absolutely phenomenal. I think that has to be a glitch. Surely, right? Is he really going to say yes to that? Okay, no. Wallstedt is being extremely difficult here. We're going to have to negotiate with him. Yeah, now his interest is actually... Let's start negotiating with him again. I really want to try to get him under contract here. I want him to be the goalie for the whole series, but I'm not going to be paying him over $10 million. We'll probably end up being forced to, but for now, we'll just, see if we can get him cheaper here, because we gotta try to save a lot of cap. Come on, surely you can negotiate more than that. It still says high. Is this a glitch or something? 6.375, that would be a very good deal if Wallstedt were to say yes. This is our third contract extension that we've offered him. We're going to simulate through the whole preseason before we get an actual accept here. Finally, Jesper Wallstedt has signed a contract extension. Okay, so now, as per usual, we are going to go to January the 1st and see how the team is doing. We'll cut back in there, boys. We're back, guys, and as you can see here, we are currently 25-7-2, a very, very good start to the year. Jesper Wallstedt, 20 wins in 29 games, a .906 and a 2.91. Not the best numbers in the world, but I mean, he's still playing very good. Matthew Boldy, again, leading our team in points. He's going to want so much money, man. I'm not looking forward to that. Let's see where we are in the entire league. We're currently first in the entire league. Goals for per game, we're second. Goals against, we're like in the middle. Our power play is 35. We still have a 35% power play. That's very good. Very, very good. And our PK is definitely not good, which is... It usually is good, but... Okay, 49 and 34 for Mr. Boldy. 27 goals. Kaprizov 42 and 34. Same with Thompson 35 and 34 for Kuznetsov. You do you, buddy. 35 and 34 for Brock Faber. 32 and 34 for Osman. 29 goals in 34 games is absolutely outrageous. 27 and 34 for Hischier. 26 and 34 for Yurov. Hammerson has 20 and 34. Jakobsen, I'd like a bit more. 14 points for Mr. Boyum. Which, speaking about Boyum, we need to see what he wants on a contract extension right now. Backup's been very good. Wallstedt's been alright. You would expect better, but we need to look here. Contract extensions for Mr. Zeev Boyum. 4.7 for 8 years is going to be around what I did want to pay him. So this is going to be good. See if we can get his organization interest just a little bit higher. This is probably not a good idea. It's not going up. Okay, we did get it to go up. That wasn't really the best idea, though. We're going to lock him up for the rest of this series. Going to improve. We're going to give him a full no-move clause because we're obviously not going to move him. Why would we? Full no-move. Negotiate. See if we can get some cap down. 6.550. 6.650. 6.750. I did not mean to do that. I accidentally pressed promised. 6.750. Holy moly. Zave, you're being difficult. 6.850. And there we go. Hopefully he actually says yes to this. He's a big part of our decor. We need him locked up. Osborne. He actually might make the team. He's been very good overall. Just on some of these AHL players like Strongez and Jared Davidson here. As well as Banker? I'm just going to say Banker. I don't know if that's right. Sorry if it is wrong. Benning as well. Height. Probably going to keep Berard as well. And no, maybe not. But Celebrini I do want to keep. Aiden Celebrini, not Macklin. And you got Thrope, who's been developing pretty nice for us. Kivi Haryu, who I really wish was in the NHL by now. But he's not. I think he's going to be an absolute steal in real life. Hopefully he ends up becoming a defenseman for us. AHL goalie's not going to worry about that. But now, let's see what Zave Boyum says that contract extension. Hopefully he does say yes. I want him to have a contract between 6.5 to, like, 7. So, the fact that we got it in between that, I reject. Alright, so we offered... Let's just do 7 for 8. I also don't think that's bad. I was hoping he would have said yes to that, but he didn't. 7 for 8, we're gonna be so cooked. See if we can do 7 for 8. If not, I'm just gonna wait till the end of the year. Please sign the contract, Boyum, Mr. Zave. He's rejected. I'm just gonna wait till the end of the year then. But for now, we'll go ahead to the deadline and we'll see if we'll be making any moves. So we'll see you back then when we get to the deadline. So boys, we are back here again. And as you can see, we're now at the deadline of a record with 45, 15, and 3. We currently, Jesper Wallstedt has a .914 save percentage and a 2.70 goals against, which is way better. 37 wins, 55 games played. Boldy has 106 points at the deadline. 106, 59 goals. Hopefully he can win the the Rocket this year. I blanked for a second. Kaprizov 83, Thompson 80, Faber 65, 67 for Hischier, 57 Kuznetsov, who's having a phenomenal year. Arjman 55, nearly 40 goals as well. Yurov with 45. Hammerson with 37. Boyum with 36. We need him signed right now. Rest of the team is looking good. I don't think I'm going to make any trades. I don't even know. I think we're going to avoid the deadline. We don't need anything. Team's playing very good. But, just talk back with, Mr. Zeev Boyum. His ask has gone up. See if we can do... Oh boy. Let's see if we can do a 5-year deal here. Would you do... It's too much. I want the 5. Would you do 7.525? Hopefully he says yes. If not, then I'm just going to have to go down to the 4-year. I'm not even going to go into the deadline. I'm really just trying to see if Boyum will sign that contract. We really need him to say yes. He's having a phenomenal year. I do not want Lindell. Thank you very much. Boyum does say yes. That's a pretty good deal. I wish we got him for less, but we'll take that. Now we're going to simulate to the very end of the year and see who we are facing in the playoffs, because obviously we're making the playoffs, hopefully, so we'll be back then. Well, boys, as you can see here, we finished off with a record of 60, 18, and 4. We're going to simulate another day just to see if we can get our playoff opponent, and it's going to be the Nashville Predators. Let's check out how we finished and how the league scoring was this season. 131 points. For he's going to want so much money, man. We're going to either lose him or Thompson. We won the President's Trophy. We scored the most goals. 3rd for goals against. Our power play was 37. That is absolutely outrageous, by the way. And our PK also improved a lot. It ended up being 3rd after being one of the worst, which is a crazy improvement. 131 for Boldy with 71 goals. 56 goals for Kaprizov, 111 points. 106 points for Thompson. 87 for Faber. 75 for Hischier. 73 for Arjman. 73 for Kuznetsov. His previous career high was 37. And now he's got 73. He's playing phenomenal. Yurov 57, 50 for Hammerson, 47 for Boyum, 43 for Jacobson, way better year, 29 for Yurchek, height 27. Pretty good years here. Nice 10 goals for Ryder Ritchie in his first year. Only playing bottom 6 minutes on the 4th line specifically. He played very good. And goalies, Wallstead ended up playing way better. A .913 and a 2.66. I am very satisfied with those numbers. Now going for the rest of the league. Let's see who won. The Ross goes to Matthew Boldy. Most goals is 82 by Artol, which is sad. I was really hoping Boldy would have won that this year. Most points by defenseman is Evan Bouchard. Faber might win it just because of his plus-minus, which would be crazy if Brock Faber wins the Norris. My apologies, I forgot the name. Most wins for a goalie was Jesper Wallstedt. The best save percentage for a starter, Ilya Nabokov, and goals against is probably also going to be Nabokov. So Nabokov definitely got himself a Vezina there. And for rookie points, just wanted to see if Hammerson could have a chance. I mean, he was only 8 points behind, but because of his negative, he probably wasn't going to win it. So, very good year here for the Wild yet again. Let's see who is on this Nashville Predator team. Forsberg, Fedor Svechkov has grown a lot, holy. Miles Wood, Kemmel, Ivan Ryabkin, Tommy Novak, Zach LaRue, Igor Shurin, Trevor Moore, Marchessault, don't know how to say his name, sorry, and Taylor Hall. Shea Yossi, EJ Emery, Soderstrom, hopefully I said that right, Dylan McKinnon, and Ryan Ufko, and UC Saros in net. I think this should be an even series. Hopefully we end up winning and getting out of the first round. That's the hope anyway. Let's see. Oops, I ended up all positive once we get 2 games simulated. 7-2 win. And game 2 is a 4-1 win. Nice. And we accidentally sim game 3. First 2 games in in Minnesota. 7-2 win, a 4-1 win, then a 6-1 win in the first game in Nashville. Could sweep the Predators here, and in game 4, we lose. Game 5 in Minnesota. Hopefully we don't blow a 3-0 series lead. And we take them out in 5. Nice. Going to be the Minnesota Wild. Let's go look at their team. Pavel Buchnevich, Robert Thomas, Kyrou, Snuggeroo, Shore, I don't know how to say his name. Zachary Bolduc, Dvorsky, Neighbors, Strutt, Stenberg, and Brady Wasselin. Vince Dunn back with the Blues. Carlo, Theo Lindstein with Nazarov. I don't know how to say his name. And William Trudeau. And Jordan Binnington in net with Varlamov, the backup. 10-1 win. This is absolute dominance. And game 4, we sweep the Blues. Let's go. Let's keep this momentum up. We now have the Edmonton Oilers of all teams. Also, look at Wallstead. He has a .948 and a 1.45 goals against. That is absolutely outrageous. Anyways, let's go look at Edmonton's team. Victor Arvidsson, McDavid, Draisaitl. That is absolutely nasty. Zach Hyman, Matthew Savoie, Jeff Skinner, Robbie Fabry, Sam O'Reilly, who has grown very nicely. Nick Waugh, Andre Lasheko, Nuge, and Victor Olvidson. Darnell Nurse, Bouchard, Carrier, Boaki, Keaton Korasak, I'm pretty sure his name is, and Drew Hellison, with Stu Skinner in net, who, Jakob Zobish is the backup. Hopefully, I don't know if y'all have been seeing Dobish's numbers in real life, but he's been killing it for the Habs, which is great, because obviously Montreal's my favorite team. Anyways, back on topic. First 2 games in Minnesota. 7-0 win, a 9-7 loss. First game in Edmonton. 4-3 loss, not good. Game 2 in Edmonton. We win 6-4. Game 5, a big one here in Minnesota. We win it in overtime. Game 6 in Edmonton. To go to the Eastern Conference. Oh, wait, not the Eastern Conference. What am I talking about? Anyways, Sheldon Keefe is happy. We made the Stanley Cup final. This is the second time we've been in the Stanley Cup final. And we're playing against the Florida Panthers. Looking at Florida's lines here, they got Verhaeghe, Barkov, Tkachuk, Reinhart, Bennett, Rodriguez, Luostarinen, Lundell. I don't know how to say his name. I don't want to butcher it so bad. And Carconi with Tomasino and Jamie Benn. Forsling, who's an 83, not an 83, a 93. That is outrageous. Ekblad, 87, Ivan Moore, Dylan Sandberg, Ferraro, and Fabro. And Spencer Knight in net with Habs legend Samuel Montembeault in net. This is going to be a series. Let's see who is going to take game number 1. First game here in Minnesota. 2-1 lead for Florida after 1. 3-1 Florida after 40. And Florida takes game 1 4-1. Game number 2 in Minnesota. We need this one before we head over to Florida. 1-0 Florida. 1-1, shorthanded goal by Jiricek. And third period, Aaron Ekblad, and we are now down 2-0 in the Stanley Cup final to Florida. Game number 3, we absolutely need this one. After 1-0, Sam Bennett. After 2-1 Florida, Kaprizov, Reinhardt, and Florida. What we are one loss away from being swept in the Stanley Cup final. Now we're in Florida again for the potential last game of this series. After one period, it's 3-1 Florida. We just lost it, didn't we? 3-2, Boldy. Wait a minute. 5-3, and we lost the Stanley Cup. Well, we'll come back after we get to see who retired, and then we'll do the draft. Wait a minute, popping back in here. Brock Faber actually won the Norris Trophy, which is phenomenal. Now here to see who retired, we got Malkin, Stamkos, Kane, Marchand, Nuge. Poor Nuge. Very good player. Emerle, Kadri, Pacioretty, Habs legend. Arvidsson also retiring. Cam Fowler. Czech goalies. Kemper, Grubauer, Casey DeSmith, Campbell, Husso, Wedgwood. A lot of legends retiring there. Mostly on forward and D now, really. Well, not legends, but just good players. Anyways, here we are at the NHL Entry Draft. And I don't know what we're going to do here. Saying our top fives are elites. I think I'm just going to sim to our first pick. It doesn't really matter. We might end up trading the pick. I'm not too sure. Goodness, there's really nothing here on the first 2 rounds. Man, this draft is not looking good. 2 picks. I think that's gonna like the 4th round. Let's try to find a trade to see if we can get rid of our first 2. All these picks here. Yeah. Can't. Maybe just the 1st and the 2nd. Classic. Okay. We're just gonna have to do 1 pick per trade. Our first round pick will be going to... I just want picks, please. Okay, let's talk with the Blue Jackets here. Can we get a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th, and a 3rd this year for our first? No. Get rid of the 5th. Done deal. That's a great deal for us. Now for our last 2 second-round picks, hopefully we can bundle them up in a package deal here. Rickard Rakell, 2 seconds for 2nd and a 3rd. I mean, our 2nd-round pick is practically a 3rd. So, from all of our picks now, I think I'm just going to make our picks. Because there's a nice few players here that I did like here. First 2, I should just go to pins. I don't know why I'm scrolling all the way down. Number 96, only a starter. I wasn't even really worth that pick, to be honest. I was hoping he was going to be elite. I didn't really know. Next one's going to be this medium top 6 grinder forward. We have a nice few picks in the end of the draft. Let's go by potential now. Well, thank gosh we got that. Peter Kendall. Grab him up. That's a steal right there. Going back by potential here. He could end up being elite. Let's go for the goalie. Medium elite goalie. It's so easy to get elite goalies. You don't even have to try to get those elite goalies. Back sorting by potential here. I mean, I'd better just take the risk here. Or... nice pick there. I want to see if we can trade the rest of our picks this year. I'll make a trade. With anyone that wants the picks. Get like a third next year. We're gonna see if we can get a third next year for our 5th, 6th, and 7th round pick for Carolina, and that's a done deal. Now we're gonna simulate to the re-sign phase. Now at the re-sign phase here, as you see, both Boldy and Thompson both need new contracts. So does Irishman. Holy crap, we are cooked. Down in the HL, sign this guy's. Get rid of you. Keep O'Rourke. Get rid of Crate. Raquel, obviously. And I think I'm gonna re-sign Berard. I'm gonna let this guy walk. Going to goalies now. Cole is now 70 overall. That's nice. Berlokin will also re-sign him for the HL goalie. And these other two will just let go of. That's it. I'll come back when we are at the beginning of free agency. Well, Matthew Boldy, what do you want? He wants 18. No, he wants 19. Oh my. Tage Thompson wants 15. Oh my god. Jacobson, what do you want? 7? Oh boy. Well, let's start negotiating with Boldy here. See if we can get his organization interest up. Oh boy. And we are screwed, just like that. Holy crap. We're gonna lose both Boldy and Thompson. Yeah, he does, but he still wants 15. Holy crap. Goalie-wise, Clara, what do you want? I'm not paying you $2 million. I might trade him. Okay, well, we are not going to be re-signing anyone because they just want way too much flipping money. Goodness gracious. I'll go see. Let's see if we can get like a backup goalie here. Yeah, Blackwood. Who is this guy? Does he have a pitcher? Huh. Sign this guy for 2 years. 3 years? We do 3 years like a no move clause. Like 1 million. Okay, so we're going to be taking this deal from the Seattle Kraken. A second and a third. Clara gone to Seattle. As our goalie tandem for next year will be Mr. Wallstead and Shevdabak. Hopefully, I definitely said his name wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah. Now I'm just going to simulate to the end. Not the end. To the beginning of next year, and then we'll show you the ratings, and we'll wrap up the video then. Okay, boys. I just negotiated with Boldy, and for a 7-year deal, he wants like 14, I think. But now I got him to get his asking price down because for only a 6-year, he wanted way less. Got him to negotiate, gave him a full no move, 11.850 for 6 years. Hopefully he says yes to that. Now let's go check and see if Thompson will also come down. Would be 2 years, 4 years. See if we can try to get a 4-year here. See if we can get his organization up. That might actually 50-50. Nice. Nice. Come on, please. Shouldn't have done that. Let's do 4 years. Let's try to keep you on no move. Full no move. Can we get you down? See if you can get down like 1.5. Okay, that's too much. Bump up 500k. Bump you down 250. Okay. 11.37. Okay, so it's got to be like near like 11.5. Oh, it's got to be 11.5. Okay, hopefully. Wait, how much long-term cap do we have? 18. That's not gonna work. Oh boy. I think we trade Hischier. As much as I wanted Hischier to be part of our future, the fact that Kusnerdinov really stepped up, and the fact that we do not have the cap to re-sign them if we don't make this trade, I think we have to. I'm gonna go look for a deal for Hischier, and we'll be back then. I am trying to trade Mr. Hischier to the Blues for Tom Wilson, who we will then flip in a first and a second, see what they say. No, I'll take away the second. Done deal. Now I'm going to try to make that deal for Wilson, so we'll be back. Okay, I'm going to send Tom Wilson to the Ottawa Senators, so he's out in the East for some random guy. I'm just doing this so we can get rid of that cap. And here we go, boys. Tage Thompson said yes. And Matthew Boldy. We have our first line for practically the rest of the series, which is absolutely phenomenal. Thank God we got those contract extensions done. But we'll be back when we're near the preseason. Okay, boys, I just re-added the lines, and now let's look at our ratings for next season. 96 offense and 89 defense and 91 goaltending. Now to our lines. This year we have Kirill Kaprizov, Tage Thompson, and Boldy all together. As per usual, Eiserman, Kusnerdinov, Jacobson, Yurov, Height, Hemerson, Ritchie, Drury, and Yared. And Boyum, Faber, Yuracek, Harley, Solberg, Brodin, with Wallstead in net. And obviously Svedback is in as the backup. Power plays. Feel free to pause and look at them. And the PKs. Well, that's going to be the end of it for this episode. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you liked the video, like it, dislike it if you did not like it. But that's all I have for you today, boys. This is your boy Peaceful. Peace out, boys.